Hello, welcome to this presentation on building a native image with GraalVM. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a Micronaut application and build it into a native image. And this is going to demonstrate to you the massive performance improvement, both in terms of startup and memory consumption, that using native image results in. So I have a Micronaut application here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the regular JIT version from my IDE just by clicking run main, and I'm going to switch over to the debug console. And as you can see from the output down here, it took 2.7 seconds to start up. I'm going to switch over to JPS now, and what I'm going to do is look at the process ID of my application, which is this one, and then open up Activity Monitor. And you can see if we identify that process in Activity Monitor, we can see that the process is consuming, the JIT version is consuming about 620 megabyte of memory. So the JIT application is consuming about 620 megabyte. So what I can do now is switch back to my application and just stop the server. And I'm going to build my application into a native image using the VS Code tooling and the build native image command. So I'm going to trigger it off, and this is going to start the process of computing a self-contained native binary executable that is specific to my operating system. Now this process, what it does is it performs a closed world static analysis by looking at the entry point, in this case the main method of my application, and identifying all of the reachable parts of my application using a closed world static analysis. This is really helped by Micronaut's lack of reflection and efficient runtime. So the closed world static analysis is really easy to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this running for a while because it does take some time, and we'll get back to it in a minute. Hello and welcome back. So the native image is now built, and I'm going to head over to my application and try it out. So it gets built into the build native image directory. So I'm going to run it from there. And as you can see, the built native image starts up in 633 milliseconds, which is significantly faster than the JIT version, which was almost 3 seconds. So a significant amount of startup time is shaved off, even though we have to connect up to the database. And in addition to that, if we look at Activity Monitor and look at the memory consumption of my app, it is only 50 megabyte in memory, which is significantly less than the over 600 megabyte of memory that the JIT version was using during my application execution. So native image providing significant optimizations to my application at runtime, which is just awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation and enjoy building applications with native image.